Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of a Doctor Who reaction. This is Heard Live, my name is Matt. Uh, Before actually going in further on this episode, I would like to say that I have a poll, a voting for classic Doctor Who going on right now to just figure out which classic Doctor Who story I want to watch next. So if you have any knowledge of classic Doctor Who, check that poll out. It's free. Just tell me which one you would rather see me watch. I handpick five stories. Those are Tomb of the Cybermen, Spearhead from Space, Kinda, Vengeance on Barrows, and Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Okay, so those are the five I picked. Please vote for whichever one you would like to see me react to next. Alright. So, moving on with modern Doctor Who. Previous episode, we got The Lay of the Land. We got the ending to this mini arc that we had setting up with kind of with Oxygen, but really with Extremis. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I feel like we need more of this, like multi story arcs that we got just now. We need more of these in modern Doctor Who, because I'm pretty sure we had those in classic Doctor Who. I've watched like at least one of them, or maybe two. I don't remember. And I feel like we need more of these. You know, not only two-parters, we need three-parters or four. Well, because it's not only a two-parter, right? It's not even a two-parter. Because the thing about that here is that we had Oxygen where the Doctor went blind, and that carried over. In Extremis, we had the simulation thing, but the whole point of the episode was trying to figure out what the fuck was the thing that they managed to translate, the Veritas, what the fuck the Veritas was, and then at the end it's like, oh shit, it's a simulation, right? Then in the next episode we got, oh shit, a pyramid with aliens showed up. What the fuck is the deal with that? And then also the world is about to end because of some like biological virus that some asshole successfully created accidentally. And then in the next episode we got, oh shit, the world has been taken over by aliens. We gotta fight the power, man. We gotta free everyone with the power of mom. You know, and the thing, what I love about this arc that we had with the monks was that it wasn't one story. It was several stories. What I mean by that is that when we get two-parters, usually it's a single story divided into two parts. It's just a story, it's a very long one. In this case, the story for each episode was different. The conflict, the everything they had to do was different, but it was influenced by what happened in the previous one, right? So, Oxygen, blindness. The next one, the Doctor's dealing with being blind and also trying to figure this shit out. And then, oh shit, we're in a simulation, which sets off the alien invasion that is gonna happen in the episode after that, where they show up, but they're not invading, they're not taking over, they just showed up. And then we're trying to figure out what the fuck was up with that. And then the barrier thing, the Doctor regained his eyesight, and that's what caused the aliens to take over. And then in the episode after that, we got to deal with the aliens after they've taken over, right? It's like multiple things, right? It's not one story, but they're all connected. And that's what I love, okay? So I love that we had this arc with the blindness and the monks and all that stuff. That's my favorite thing about this season so far. And I'm sure it's, for most people, it is. Like, the first couple episodes kind of didn't matter that much. You're kind of getting used to Bill. You're kind of getting used to how Capaldi and Bill work together, how this dynamic is going. Nardole as well. Now it's like, okay, everything is set up already. So, and now it's like, well, okay, everyone, and now it's like, well, everything's set up already. Let's see what we do with this. So what I want to say is that I said previous episode, I was thinking that this arc was gonna carry over all the way to the finale, and it didn't. So the fact that it didn't, it's weird to me, because that means we're in episode 9 right now, I think. let's assume the finale is a two-parter. That means that episode 9 and 10 are just gonna be like a whatever story, right? Either a single story or one story each, and then we're gonna go into the finale. It's gonna be even worse if we actually have like three-parter finale. That means that this episode is a standalone episode that doesn't matter. Kind of like Sleep No More. Like, man, Sleep No More got fucked, man. Because like the thing about Sleep No More is that it wasn't a bad episode. Have it just happened between Saigon Inversion and Face the Raven. You know? That's the problem with Sleep No More. Like everyone forgets about it and everyone just talks mad shit on it. But it's like that episode was fun, man. It's some unfortunate episode, is what I would say. I feel like we could have just gone from Inversion to Face the Raven. I would have been fucking. It would just been banger after banger, you know. Like it just that Series 9 would have stopped at all. And I was kind of expecting Series 10 to do that, you know, to throw the weak stories at the beginning and just gradually build itself up. Then we get into the blindness and into the monk trilogy or whatever, and then it's like, oh shit, that's awesome. That said, they could be doing that with this episode. Like it could actually be the beginning of another arc. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I don't think so, but they might. So let's not discard that possibility. Yeah, I feel like that's all we got to say. I didn't recap the previous episode at all, did I? Okay, so the monks took over the earth. They brainwashed everyone through some telepathy shit, and we stopped it. Bill stopped it specifically with the power of thinking about her mom. All right, there we go. That was it. Okay. Oh, dude, there was a fake regeneration previous episode, and I don't even think I talked about it. Because the thing is that me watching this episodes with some knowledge of not about what happens in the episode, but some knowledge of like general Doctor Who ness that happens around me. That means that I know that Peter Capaldi is gonna go on until the series ends, and I think there is a special. And then in series 11, we get the woman who fell to Earth, which I believe that's what the episode is called, and that's Jodie, right? So the fact that there was a fake regeneration previous episode, I wasn't surprised at it at all. Like the entire scene, I was like, really, Peter? Like I wasn't buying it, but I was like, I was cautious. And then when Bill shoots him, I'm like, hmm. And then when the regenerations light show up, I'm like, okay, this shit's fake. I'm not sure how, but this shit's fake because I know that this is not the time yet. Like the regeneration is what tipped me off on like, nah, this isn't real. And it wasn't. And I feel like I need to address that because so Pyramid went live on YouTube and people were commenting like, oh, next episode, man. It sucks. Oh, it's funny you mentioned regeneration this episode. And it's like, I think people are trying to build me up for the regeneration to happen and for me to believe it. Didn't happen. First of all, because I already recorded that episode because the Patreon thing goes live 1 week earlier. But it's like, yeah, I didn't buy that at all. And I feel like people were expecting me to do that and it didn't happen. And I just have to say I'm sorry because like that is one of the things that I haven't watched these episodes. But I do know that series 11 is when Jodie happens. Therefore, Capaldi has to go on for the remainder of the season and maybe a special, and there we go. You know? So, alright. That out of the way. Doctor Who, Series 10, Episode 9. Let's go.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah!
2,
1!
Sorry, I could never resist a countdown.
Who the hell are you?
Probing the Martian ice caps with a new kind of camera on board.
Okay.
Using a different spectrum to see under the poles and beam back pictures.
And what are we gonna see? Holy shit, it's... Someone wrote something there. What did it say? God save the Queen. This is so British. This is so fucking English, dude. I think I'm legitimately gonna go, and whenever we get to series 11, I'm just gonna watch all Doctor Who titles over the years, and I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna do a full video where I just watch Doctor Who titles and rank them. Because I really love the Doctor Who titles, by the way. And the Pretty Polly one might be my favorite. Because it's the Empress of Mars. Okay. We're going to Mars. To see what the fuck was that about?
1981, or thereabouts. According to the TARDIS, that's when the message was made.
Really? I mean, we could have just wrote that.
Maybe someone.
We're here when it's supposed to be written, so.
Like in the Terminator.
The Terminator.
It's a movie. You haven't seen it.
Terminator 2 is the shit, dude. I love Terminator 2.
Killer robots.
Oh, I'll put it on the list.
If there's fire, there's got to be oxygen.
Oh, it's like the underground tunnels in The Thing.
Bill's just making movie reference left and right. Alright. That looks like a rough fall.
Get ropes, lifting gear, anything you can find.
We're splitting the party. Oh, the TARDIS itself! That a motherfucking... Yeah, it's a motherfucking Ice Warrior! I knew it!
I say, we weren't expecting company.
Okay. So there were humans of Mars here. Naruto's gonna try to go back, but he can't.
By the moon's ionity.
Don't move! I'll sort this beggar out! You alright, Friday?
He just went back to...
I was wondering if I could ask for your help.
Oh no.
I was wondering if you could tell me how to fix the...
Of course I can.
Oh, right. Well, thank you.
It's probably easier if I just show you.
Don't let her out.
One day, I came across something in the veldt. Something that was clearly not of this earth.
Uh-huh.
An interplanetary vessel. I found Friday here on board, in a sort of coma. Try to woke him up. Friday asked for my help.
To repair his spaceship.
Yes, and to bring him home.
In return. For what?
Friday helped us build the Gargantua, a remarkable piece of mining equipment fashioned from one of his ship's artillery.
That's a way of mining.
It appears that he was asleep on that ship for much longer than he anticipated. Mars
Okay.
is dead. Dead as a coffin nail. Friday's the last of his kind.
They could slaughter whole civilizations, yet weep with the crushing of a flower.
Like the Vikings.
Yes. Yes, very much.
Yeah. Kirk Douglas and Tony Curtis. Oh, the theme tune is amazing. There's this brilliant bit where his eye gets gouged out.
Oh.
Jackdaw?
Okay, this looks like actual construction kind of thing.
Looks like old Friday came good after all.
Oh,
Oh, it's beautiful.
bring Friday in.
What is it? A tomb?
Not a steady tomb.
Friday might backstab us though. Like,
This is the tomb of an ice queen.
oh.
This could be the entrance to an ice warrior hive.
What? Sergeant Major Peach, I gave you an order.
I'm in charge here, Keshav.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Post a guard. No one wants to come near this thing until the morning. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he kind of believes him. Okay.
Friday's been using you all along. His aim was to get back to Mars and find his queen.
Nonsense. He was leading us to the riches he promised us.
The simple fact is, you don't belong here. The sooner you get off this planet, the better.
Don't belong. We're British.
Why are the English like that? Like, why is the English mentality like that? We're just gonna conquer the world. How many countries have been fucked because they were British colonists. To this day.
I'm trying to save their lives. Let's face it, in this scenario, the humans are the invaders. On the other hand, the Ice Warriors have vastly superior armaments, which will wipe the humans out. So what am I supposed to do?
It's the rich what gets the pleasure.
Oh! The camera is not even focusing on that. I like that. I like that we just casually saw. Well, you're dead. Okay, here's the question though. Is Friday good or not? Damn. I like that. I like this Ice Queen.
What the hell? That was unwise.
Whoa!
By the moons I honor thee, Iraxa, my Empress, my Queen.
My sentinel, you have fulfilled your pledge. I am resurrected.
Okay, that was his
me,
plan.
Majesty, but we have slept longer than anticipated. By my calculations, Majesty, we have slept for 5,000 years.
5,000 years.
Let me speak to them. I can do this. I can sort this out.
Who the devil is this?
She is Iraxa, Empress of Mars.
The deuce she is.
What does the pink thing say?
Pink thing. Sergeant Major, call to arms!
Wait!
Honor must be satisfied, an eye for an eye!
I am in command here.
Doctor, please be careful with your words. And you don't fuck this up, Mustache Man. He will. I know for a fact he will. That's his role in this story.
Majesty, the world you knew is dead. The atmosphere has all but evaporated. The surface is lifeless. If there are others who sleep here, you cannot survive on Mars without help. You must cooperate if you are to survive.
He speaks the truth, Majesty.
Okay.
The war, all that we fought for, is less than the dust now.
Female. What do you say?
Me?
We are both surrounded by noisy males. I would value your opinion.
There's no need for anyone else to die today. The human saved his life.
Is this true?
His cryogenic cell was damaged. They saved him.
And made him their pet.
It was necessary to dissemble, Majesty. I thought only of your resurrection. It was a tactical decision.
An Ice Warrior's duty is to command. Present!
Oh my god.
Bloody fool! Sorry, sir. Down. Put your gun down. Halt.
Majesty, are you all right?
You ask for mercy for these creatures.
But they have none.
Then I grant it.
The mercy of death.
Colonel! Retreat! Retreat!
No, don't shoot it for God's sake!
Down! Put your guns down!
What the devil?
Okay.
Colonel is not what he appears. The hero of his Antawana, huh? Show them your famous wound. Show them! The mark of a rope. This is the mark of the rope that failed to hang him for desertion. He's a paper tiger, not fit to command.
The Hive is active. Don't you see? They'll do anything to defend their home planet.
Well, I dare say the British Army is more than a match for a bunch of upright crocodiles.
You're an upright monkey, dude! Why are the humans so fucking stupid? Like, every time. I mean, it's human, English, army. It's like, it's all three. Also white. Let's throw that one in there too. Male. Add the fifth one in there.
Enough are awoken to go on the offensive.
Anyway, is it true? You deserted? Why?
Oh, cowardice. Simple cowardice.
Dude, I hold no grudge against deserters because fuck the army, dude. Any army. All armies, fuck them.
Always liked the colonel, I did. Seemed a decent chap.
And he is!
Must take orders from the captain now, son.
Fuck the orders, we're not even in the army anymore! This doesn't matter, we're in Mars!
Set a date of your son? You and your Alice?
Not yet.
No, he's gonna die.
I miss the trees and the grass. I never want to see red again in all my puff. I just want to see.
You're dead. Okay, hit him first. That is a fucked up way to die, by the way. Someone coming in the cell. Oh shit. Is it Friday? Is he gonna try to save those four? Yep! Is this Friday? We didn't get to see his eyes. You're all dead. There's nowhere to go. You're on Mars. That's terrible. You son of a bitch. It is Friday. Save them. Friday's good. Friday's a good boy. I mean, he did want to resurrect his queen, but didn't want to kill everyone for that.
Doctor, Blue Funk, can't help it. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
What are we gonna do?
Queenie! Let's talk. Woman to woman. You valued my opinion before?
Perhaps. But this is war.
Why? Why does it have to be war?
Your Majesty, she's right.
You have forged a new alliance, I see.
Is no one realizing that? It makes noise.
Oh, Your Majesty! I wouldn't do that if I were you!
Because if it blows up the cave, then we're part of the atmosphere.
Millions of tons of snow and ice. One good blast from the Gargantua here. Your army will be on ice forever. Trapped in an eternal winter. Like
Ice Warrior.
Like Frozen.
Is that a reference?
Movie.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Frozen is the one you chose?
You dare to touch me!
Don't do this, Captain. Don't mess this up.
No choice, old boy. You see, I suddenly remembered I need a bit of a hand getting that ruddy ship off the ground. And who better to ask than the Ice Queen?
This guy is the worst. He's so dead.
It's been a privilege, however brief, to command you, but
I'm
all
out.
good things come to an end.
I think you'll find, Captain,
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
here.
Bitch! Where did it shot him? Okay, I guess he was just somewhere
You
here.
sacrificed one of your own without tactical advantage.
No, I didn't sacrifice him. I executed him.
No, wait, stop it, doctor, stop it.
Some time ago, I was hanged for cowardice.
And now I'm being
The
brave.
execution took longer than expected.
I'm on borrowed time.
I fear I have not used my time well. I should be happy for you to complete the work they failed to do so long ago.
It will be a pleasure.
I have a request, if that may be permitted.
Speak.
That man was not one of us. Please do not judge mankind by his cruelty, or indeed by my cowardice. Spare my friends and my world.
Your request does you credit, soldier. It will be considered. You will die with honor, with bravery, and in the service of those you swore to protect.
Thank you.
But not today. In battle, soldier. To die in battle is the way of the warrior. Pledge your allegiance.
She's recruiting him.
My life and my service are yours. To the end.
To the death.
You knew that would happen.
Always been my problem. Thinking like a warrior. There we are. I've sent out a sort of a round-robin email. All being well, the first intelligent space-going system will be in touch fairly soon.
Are you receiving us? Mars, are you receiving? This is Iraxa, Queen Empress of Mars. This is Alpha Centauri.
Oh?
Welcome to the universe.
What?
No one back on Earth will ever know that we got here. All will be forgotten.
But the message.
Not quite forgotten, Colonel. Changed the mindset of a very stubborn Martian monarch.
Also, yeah.
And one day, even though the ice cap may obscure it, someone's going to notice that.
I'm afraid.
So, what did I miss?
You let me see out. She did come to you though. So
Are you alright?
This is not what we agreed to. I'm gonna have to put you back in the vault. You know that.
Sure. Just fine. The doctor, please tell me. Really? Are you alright?
right, so that was a classic reference. That sucks. Alpha Centauri. Because like it they give it enough of a like importance to like the direction of that scene that I was like, that's something. And I'm not sure if that is something that I'm supposed to know, like culture knowledge, a reference to something I don't get, or like a classic thing. And it's a classic thing. So I looked it up. Alpha Centauri is actually a thing in classic. So I assume this is a prequel to the other times that we see the Ice Warriors. So that's fun. I like that a lot, actually. I wish I had chosen a third Doctor story with Ice Warriors now. I guess I could do that. But now later. Like, I already chose the Spearhead from Space. The poll is going, so I'm sorry about that. I'll do that later, and, well, at least I know the beginnings of that. So that's fun. Alright, so that episode was fucking dope, dude. It was really good. I really liked it. I like seeing Ice Warriors again. So, and it's like, it's one of those things where I've seen Ice Warriors, but I haven't seen them enough that I was like, oh, an Ice Warrior. I was like, wait, is that an Ice Warrior? And I actually had to Google it, and I was like, that's an Ice Warrior, you know? So, okay. I saw it, and I was like, yo, dope. So, this is the weird, we got Victorian England army from the 1800s in Mars for some reason. And it wasn't like a weird simulation thing. It wasn't like a weird fucking, I don't know, time meshes together shit. It's like, no. This is an actual 1800s Victorian army that somehow found a fucking Ice Warrior ship and used the ship to go to Mars to conquer Mars for the Queen. What the fuck was that shit? Okay. So, sure, that's a lot of like anti-Britain Empire and anti-army sentiment going on in this episode, honestly. But simultaneously, there's a warrior sentiment going on, or at least that was near the ending. Because okay, fuck it, let's just go back to the beginning. So, episode starts and we're at NASA and we see "God Save the Queen" written just giant on the surface of Mars, and it's like, okay, cool. Then we go to Mars. The TARDIS immediately leaves for some reason with Narl in it. Narl lets Missy out so she can teach him how to use the TARDIS. It's weird. And, like, god damn it, Narl. But, like, I get it. Like, Bill might be dying, the Doctor could be in trouble, whatever. Like, the Doctor's not with his TARDIS, so it would be a problem, right? So it's like the TARDIS doing shit convenient to the plot, or convenient to what needs to happen. Because it's like, Yeah, the TARDIS just decided to leave. That's it. That's it. And like that's the thing with the TARDIS is that the TARDIS always does whatever the fuck it wants, and you just have to trust her on it. That's the way the TARDIS works. And it's like there's one of the cases where the TARDIS was like, yeah, things are gonna be fine. They had to be there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be cool. And but also it could be a thing of like she wanted Nottle to let Missy out. You know, like Missy being out is a good thing, maybe, probably. I don't know. We don't know that. So whatever. Moving on with the plot of the episode, we found an ice warrior on Mars. It's not the surface of Mars. The surface of Mars had its atmosphere just destroyed. It's the underneath of that. It's like the caves. And apparently there's still oxygen there. So they're in the caves. There's oxygen. They're just hanging out. And they found a Victorian army. Turns out that the 1800s Victorian army found an ice warship. They just got to Mars in order to conquer it. The ice warrior that they found promised them riches and gems and whatever if they go to Mars to mine it. And they went to Mars to mine shit, but there was nothing to be found. And eventually what they did find in this episode was the tomb of the Ice Queen. I forgot her name. Iraxa? Something like that. Cool ass name. She was a cool ass queen. I like her. They found her and they try. So, okay. And then it's revealed that the plan that the Ice Warrior had all along, Friday, his name was Friday, let's just refer to him as Friday, was that he wanted to go back to Mars, because he wanted to find the tomb with his queen and resurrect the queen. That was his plan all along, and they succeed in doing so. The queen immediately wakes up and kills the dude because the dude was just like stealing gems or whatever from her tomb. So she's just like, what the fuck's this guy? Bam, dead. And then another guy rushes in and shoots, and it's like, bam, that guy's dead. Fuck that guy, you know? So then she just wakes up all the warriors. And we do have a moment before that where Friday is there with the queen, and he's like, my queen, you're awake. We have slept for 5,000 years. And she's like, what? And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry. But then the entire army like joins in and points guns at her. And the doctor is like, and goes like, no, let me talk. I can stop this, you know? And the thing about the army is that we have the commander, who seems to be a nice guy, nice-ish guy, like a guy who is not a fucking dumbass. I mean, to some degree, you know, Victorian dumbass, but not a necessarily evil dude. So, and he says, like, everyone chill the fuck down. Do not shoot. Doctor, you talk. You know, he actually believes in the doctor, which I appreciate. The problem is that the guy that is second in command is a fucking asshole. He is evil. That guy was evil. He was an asshole. And he's like, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna kill her, whatever. And then, some dude decides to just shoot the queen. And he gets immediately bodied. You know, and that ruins the whole situation because it's like, oh, you shot, okay, you're dead, bam. And then everybody is like, alright, war is happening. And then the asshole second in command decides to fucking throw the commander under the bus and go like, oh yeah, he's not a hero. He actually was deserted. He deserted battle or his post or whatever. And they tried to hang him for it. But he survived. And it's like, I'm not sure how that ends up leading up to him being a commander of this squadron, this like group, but whatever. Let's just say that happened, and it's like everybody, and so he basically charisma checks everybody into like he's a coward. I'm gonna be your new commander now, and everybody for some reason decides to go along with it. So that happens. They put the doctor and Bill and the commander dude, ex-commander dude, into a cage, and then the Ice Warriors attack, because of course they do. The Queen wakes up like a ton of Ice Warriors that were all asleep in cryogenic form in the tomb. Everyone wakes up, everybody buries underground and like leaves the tunnels that way. And they just start killing motherfuckers, essentially. And there was one scene where like we have the coward like black kid who is part of the army, and he seems to be really nice, and he has like a fiance or like girlfriend waiting for him. And he looks at the picture and it's like, oh, super nice. And it's like, yeah, they're building this up so he dies. And I'm like, he's gonna die. And then he died. But he died not in a meaningless way. He died building up the bad guy, which was the second in command dude. Because the second in command dude literally just pushes the dude in front of him to eat a blast, and then he just runs away. Of course. Friday, the first Ice Warrior, in the plot at least, the one that awoke the Queen, Friday shows up in the cell where Dr. Bill and the ex-commander dude are in prison, and he decides to free them and say, we need to stop this. Because the thing about Friday, and this is something I like, is that Friday, his plan was to wake up as a queen, but he doesn't necessarily want to murder all these people because he's been hanging out with them. You know, he's been hanging out with them, and he's like, yeah, I have some sort of affection for them. Like, not necessarily like, oh, they're my good friends or whatever, but it's like, we've been hanging out, and I can see that they live their life. They're just a life form, and it's like, yeah, why? There's no point in killing them, you know? It's not cruelty towards them, it's just some degree of empathy. So he's like, we need to stop this, because why murder all these people? Let's not do that. And he decides to free up the Doctor and Bill and the Commander dude, which are the only people that are trying actively for peace to happen, you know? So then they face the Queen and they go, give peace a chance, you know, essentially. And she is having none of it. She's like, no, it's not happening. And then the convenient bad guy, which is the fucking second in command dude, he shows up with a knife on the Queen's throat, and he goes like, hey, fuck it, I'm leaving, I'm escaping, but the thing is that I need someone to show me the controls. So who's the best? And the Queen herself. So he's just taking the Queen to the ship with him at knife point, essentially. And like, it seems to be, so like, the thing about the Ice Warriors is that I'm not sure how advanced they are, but it seems that they're not super advanced. They're just like, they're fully armored and they have this gun that one-shots you. Sure, but if you point a knife at the Ice Queen's throat, where she's not armored, then that should kill her, apparently. Because everyone was scared of it, everyone just like put down their guns or whatever. He took a successful hostage, the Queen herself. As a result, as he is trying to escape, the ex-commander dude, the coward, that actually he ran from this fight as well. He was like, I can't do this, and just left. He shows up in the ship, and he's like, no, and just fucking shoots the guy dead. Just the second in command dude dead, the asshole. Just fucking fuck you. And then the Queen is like, you killed him while you had an advantage on me. Like, and you think this is gonna save you. And he's like, no. He's like, I don't expect this to save me or whatever. He's just like, takes all the bullets from his gun, drops his rifle, just like, and kneels down or whatever. No, it doesn't kneel down yet. But he's like, I'm not expecting to survive because like I've already, like, it shows the scar and he's like, I have already been hanged. I've been trying to execute because I was a coward in combat, you know. And he's like, so he's like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it's the idea of like he is living in like borrowed time, you know. He was supposed to be dead already, so he's like, fuck it, you know, like might as well die here already. Like I should be dead by now, so fuck it, just die again, you know. And he's like, but Queen, like it would be an honor to die by your hand, but please allow me to make a request before that. And the request was that guy is an asshole and I am a coward. Please do not judge humanity based on that guy or me. Base humanity, or not base humanity at all. Just like, don't consider humanity. Don't go on a war to this man or the people on my planet. Just like, please call this off, you know? Fuck that guy. I killed him already. That's fine. You can kill me. I'm the one in commander, kind of. That's fine. I'm willing to take that. But just don't judge everyone and just kill everyone, Queen, you know? And upon seeing this entire display of like essentially really good, like a warrior code in a way of not like that, but he was like super honorable, like brave too. And the queen was kind of moved by that, and eventually she's like, "All right, you're good. Get in." Like you're gonna die a warrior's death, but not yet. Instead, you're gonna serve me. You're gonna be one of my warriors, and you're gonna die a warrior's death, but not right now. You're gonna serve me first. So she essentially hired him, and kind of turned around on the whole situation and was like, "All right, that guy, the asshole, he's dead. Fine, fine. I'm not gonna murder everyone else. All right, we're cool. Let's just be cool." So, and of course, all the other soldier humans that survive, of course, they're gonna be like, yeah, because they know they're not gonna win. They know that they're gonna win, so they're like, all right, we're good. Just fucking I'm not gonna fight this. So, as a result, that one guy showed so much bravery, so many balls, that the queen said, "All right, you're good. You're so good that I'm not gonna fucking have anything on your race yet. Like, I'm not gonna fight y'all. I'm not gonna murder everyone else." So, and then the doctor is like, "Oh, thank God! Like, we managed to like piece the situation up. We managed to piece up this entire thing." So then he goes to a computer and he's like, "All right, I sent a signal so the Ice Warriors may be able to get some help, because the world is fucked. The atmosphere doesn't exist anymore. They cannot live here. So it's like, okay, I managed to send a signal for you guys to get some help." And he sent the signal to Alpha Centauri, which I didn't read too much about, like nothing about, but I did Google it up. And Alpha Centauri is from the cores of Peladon. I'm not sure if it shows up anywhere else. So yeah, he sent a signal to Alpha Centauri, which managed to help the Ice Warriors maybe. And the Doctor retroactively caused something that he learned earlier in his life in Classic. So that I'm sure that was a really cool nod for Classic fans, or anyone who has watched that series at least. So that's really good. That was great. And then at the end, it's like, okay, we're standing on the surface of the planet, and the guy goes, the one guy, the cool guy, he goes, "Man, it sucks that, like, humanity will never actually know that we were here, And then the doctor is like, "No, I think they're gonna know." And then he just zooms out and you see the giant "Ghost Save the Queen" message, and it's like, okay, yeah, there we go. You did it. You caused it. Then the final scene is Naru showing up with the TARDIS, and the doctor and Bill walking in, and Naru is like, "Listen, don't be upset, but..." And then he sees that Missy is on the controls of the TARDIS. And the doctor goes, "What the fuck? You're not supposed to be here. This is wrong." And then goes, "You're gonna go back on the ball, you know that." And Missy's like, "Yeah, I know." And the episode ends. Well, she actually asked him, "Doctor, are you okay?" And then the episode ends. So what they're clearly trying to do, and they've tried to do it a little bit already with the Monk trilogy, and I actually really like that. I like the Missy scenes a lot in what's the name of the episode? In Lie of the Land. That was like the best part of the episode, I think, maybe. So they're trying to set up so Missy is becoming good? Question mark. But the problem is, it's Missy, the lover of chaos. That's how a Schilder described her. The master, the lover of chaos. A trickster god, if you will. The master's just fucking is just evil, just a long-standing antagonist, one of the big boys. So it's like, yeah, of course you're not gonna believe that Missy is becoming good, because she has never been good, But they are going really hard on it throughout the entire season, even. It's like for the first good chunk of episodes, we saw that she's been in prison. We didn't see that it was her, but then it gets revealed that it's her. And it's like, okay, the doctor goes in, talks to her, they play piano or whatever, they tell each other stories. We actually saw that a little bit at the end of the previous episode, I think. And a couple of scenes have been given to us to signify that she does value this relationship with the Doctor to some degree, and she's trying to change. The problem is that you never believe that, because it's her, right? It's the Master. So, it's one of those things where I don't think I can say anything about it, because, like, whatever I say, it's like, well, I don't know if she's bullshitting me or not. Like, that's it. It's like, if she's becoming good, then good. I like that. I actually do want that to happen. Do I believe it? I don't know, because it's literally up to whatever the fucking Stephen Moffat wanted to do with this show, with this series, with this character, you know? And I don't know what Stephen Moffat wanted to do with it, you know? So until I actually get to... I assume this is going to be a finale thing. Until I get to the finale, I'm not going to know. So until that gets sorted for us, we're not going to know. Is music good? Is music evil? Can't say. I'm just going to have to keep watching and see what happens there. But that's it. My take on that is that, and I'm pretty sure I already said it, is that I want Missy to be good because I really like Missy as a character. This specific incarnation of the Master has been my favorite. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I love Missy a lot. But the thing about Missy here is that it's like, you're never supposed to believe that she's not being a cunning piece of shit. But the thing is that we know that. All of us know that. To the point where it would be disappointing if she did the same thing again. It would be disappointing if she just went like, JK backstab, you know? It would be disappointing because I'm expecting it to happen. So if it happens, it's like, oh, god damn it, again. But if she actually was good, it would be a matter of like, yeah, that was nice. I like that, you know? It might not end up being as white and black as that, black and white, because it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could do, but they could do something that it would be a third option that I'm not considering. They could do something like that. That would be fun. But I'm just like waiting for something nice to happen around Missy, you know? But the thing is that it's the Master. Like, the Master has been around since, I think, the third Doctor era, actually. Maybe second Doctor, but let's just say third. But, like, the Master has been a long-standing antagonist. He's one of the big boys. I would consider him to be one of the big three. Dalek, Cyberman, Master, you know? So it's like, we had the Master and he's been the bad guy for so long that to have a season where it's like, no, the Master is actually turning good, it would be weird. It would be nice. But it would be weird from a historical point of view where it's like, the Master is actually a good guy now, you know? Like, oh, I'm just tuning in to Doctor Who because I heard it was rebooted after I woke up from my 20-year-old long coma. I want to see what the fuck is up with this new series of Doctor Who. And then someone goes, oh yeah, the Master's good now. It's like, what? You know? So, we'll see what happens there. Like, I don't know. I'm just, yeah, we're just gonna see. I don't have enough information to actually make an assumption on that. I just don't know, and I'm just, we're gonna get there. I do want to say though, this episode was dope. This episode was really good. So I was afraid of this episode not being as good because it was just thrown in after the arc and before the finale. I actually did enjoy this episode a lot. I think it was really fun. I enjoy seeing the Ice Warriors. I enjoy seeing the Empress of Mars. I enjoy shitting on the British army and imperialistic tendencies. So, yeah, that was fun. Sure. Fun one. I liked it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of a Doctor Who reaction. If you would like to see next one as well as full length this up all up on Patreon, there's also a poll for which classic Doctor Who story you would like to see me react to next, so that's going on. Check the links in the description, gaming channel, all that stuff, and see you next time. Take care.